Good morning. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spiritual View. Thanks for being in the chat, everybody. Good morning. We're so happy to see you all. So here we go. Hello, wonderful Spiritual View. I'm so happy to see your faces and everyone in the chat. So you guys, I am just going to turn it over to Sari this morning. It's very early in California where she is. So she's going to do a nice grounding meditation for us. And then everybody's going to say hi and we're going to chit chat and have a lot of fun. Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, Sari.
All right. Good morning.
I'll take a deep breath.
Yeah. Let's just introduce everyone. Everyone say hi. Marsha.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Good to see you.
Hi, it's Dawn. Hello. Glad to see everybody this morning. I see we have people just starting to get here. So hello to everyone who's coming in.
Hi, guys. It's Jen. It's good to see everybody this morning.
And me.
Good morning. It's Angie from Learn Love Tarot.
Okay. And Elizabeth. Just
Hey.
All right, everyone who's watching, welcome. And we got on a little bit beforehand and we felt like it was a great opportunity to start off the Monday, given the week that we've had the past week, to get everyone just very peaceful and grounded. So we're going to take it way down. And so this is just going to be a few minutes. So I'd ask for some grace if you can bear with us. And everyone just close your eyes. And we're going to take a couple of nice, deep cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, and out through the mouth. And we're just going to gently let this beautiful white light about 2 feet above our heads move all the way through our bodies to cleanse and clear our energy systems, our chakras, to connect us with Mother Gaia, to ground us for the week with purity of love and light. We're asking Archangel Michael to assist us today. So imagine that white light about 2 feet above your head, the soul star chakra, moving down to the top of your head, the crown, cleansing, aligning, softening, moving down to the third eye, opening up our clairs, our intuition, our knowing, moving down to the throat, cleansing and balancing so that we can find our truth and speak that truth. Continuing down with that white light to cleanse that heart chakra, to allow our hearts to be open to love and to love ourselves. Moving down to the solar plexus, where we access our joy. Moving down to the sacral, cleansing, balancing, aligning. Down to the root, to the top of the legs, grounding us, making us feel safe. And that white light continues down, knees, ankles, feet, and toes. And that white light moves way deep into Mother Gaia, grounding our energy, securing our space, making us feel safe and secure in our energy. That white light comes back up to meet our toes, our feet, ankles, knees, goes back up through the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the throat, the third eye, the crown. And that white light continues up into the heavens and connects us with Source. And imagine this beautiful white light. We're going to tingle it with a little gold today for extra sparkles. And it comes down around each of us in a beautiful cone of protective white light with that gold shimmering. Archangel Michael is with us, along the journey to protect us and keep us safe. We ask for this guidance for the week ahead and to keep us grounded, centered, our hearts open, our truths be told, our intuition at its highest level we've ever imagined, and that everything we do is for our best and highest good. And with that, we are ready to start our session. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's joined us. Again, it's just, you can do this in the morning before you get out of bed. You can do it in 30 seconds. You can do it in the car. You can do it at night. But just protect your energy, especially right now. And, you know, Dawn, if you've got any comments around the astrology of this week. I mean, last week was a humdinger. So I don't know about any of you, but I'm tired. So again, thank you guys, and let's get going.
Well, I just wanted to say that actually, and this I covered a little bit in that video regarding the new moon coming up for Virgo. Today, Uranus is at the exact degree that it will station technically the day before that new moon. So you might feel crazy energy. It might wear you out a little bit. I think getting a lot of energy through us and to us. So I think there's ways that you need to regulate your energy. Number one, physically move your body in one form or another. Walking is perfect, especially if you're doing it in nature. That will ground out a lot of that energy. Doing grounding with feet on grass, perfect thing. So you don't have to really even work hard at it. The other thing is, I think, using kind of protective energy around yourself, Archangel Michael, if you have any protective stones or anything like that. I just think the energy is so, what happens that people that understand what's going on, they know how to ground themselves. People who don't understand what's going on just go, right? So I think you need to understand that is what may be happening with other people. So if people are short-tempered, right? We do have, I believe Mars is in Gemini right now. So yeah, I'm a native Mars in Gemini, and I have learned to curb my tongue because I have Saturn, you know, trine. So I know to hold back. But people that aren't used to that energy of Mars and Gemini are going to be saying fighting words, right? So I would just give everybody a little bit of grace. Don't engage in any kind of argument whatsoever, especially not today. And especially for the next week, that Uranus stationing is, there's going to be things happening out in the collective unexpectedly. And also any kind of storms that might be brought up or anything like that. I think that because of this strong station energy, when the big planets station, it is just grinding in that energy as far as what's going on. So we are going to have bursts and bursts of energy, and it may give you physical energy. And if that's the case, new moon in Virgo, good time to clean your closets, stuff like that. So any questions about any of that anybody has for me regarding any astrology?
Well, I was going to chime in and say, with regard to, like, I love Virgo season. I've got a Virgo moon, so I tend to love just this time of year, the going back to school, the organizing, just, it feels like a brand new year. September does for me. But, and you pointed this out in your Friday kind of astro bites that are on the channel, that, you know, Virgo season can also bring about like critical examinations, right? And we've got, with the sun there also, man, we can manifest some illness and disease pretty quickly if our thoughtware is not grounded. So, but you also pointed out, and this is what the point I wanted to make, and somebody else can chime in, is that remember, when you're working in any energy, the duality is the opposite energy. So tug on that Pisces energy, lean into compassion, being kind to yourself, talking kind to yourself, and just giving people grace, compassion. Again, I keep using that word. I used it a lot this weekend, but I found that was really helpful, leaning into the Pisces energy. Getting through those first couple of days of Virgo were like, just noticing all the details of things that were not where
right.
I wanted them to be. Or so anyway.
So you
I just want to
recognize
hop
that
in real quick. I can't believe you said clean your closets, because the energy had me just, I don't know. I wasn't sure what to do. And I literally was like, you know what? We're going to tackle that closet. But I also heard an interesting discussion, you guys, and I really kind of want to tap into this. I got my creative juices going, you know, I'm going to have to make a video. It was on Pam Gregory's channel. I don't have the lady she interviewed, but she's amazing. And she talked so much about all the truths that we are going to all experience, the good, the bad, and the real ugly, and all the lies we tell ourselves, and to purge that meditation. Oh my gosh. Oh, that truth and lie thing within us and in the world is just like, oh, I was like, that's everything. That is everything right now. And what else got me going about that? Oh, I just had 1,000 thoughts.
It reminds me of just that the last pass of Pluto and Capricorn, and just, you know, clearing out some karma still with Saturn, just all of that, like one last boil burst.
Do you guys, I didn't realize this, but scientifically, right, Pluto's so far out, and they never, you know, it was the last to be found, or so far. There's more, but 2018 was the last time that they will be able to get pictures of it for another 240 years because of the cycle and where it is in the universe in relation to Earth. And I imagine science possibly will be able to go that deep, but it is in a place so down under. 2018 was the last picture they'll have of it.
Well, and if you've watched any of that, I sent a link on to Cliff High, and I know he's really spacey and out there, but one thing that he touched on recently in one of his videos is the way the galactic center and how we're shifting and how the universe turns, that we're just where Earth is in that elevation. We have elevated up. The light frequencies are higher. We are being blasted with new energy from the galactic center just by sheer placement of turns of the universe. And we all feel it. And he has a really scientific way of,
I love when you combine the science and the spiritual
explanation of it.
I know. Yeah. And the solar flares have been wiping us out.
Yeah.
Marsha,
and really,
if you could put that, I would like a link to that. I mean, as far as,
he's super interesting.
Yeah. And maybe we could put a link for other people, like after the recording is done, we could put the link in the thing for everybody. And I think people, just because I'm fascinated.
I'll put it in a pinned comment.
Because it's all about me, right?
No, he is fascinating. I could listen to him for hours and hours.
Yeah.
What was his name? I heard Chris, but I didn't hear the second part.
It's Cliff High, and it's only one F. CLIFHIGH. And that might be the name of his YouTube channel.
Oh, that's really cool.
I do. Y'all can hear my stomach growl.
But that video he did specifically on just, we're in a different vibe, people, and this is why, you know, it was super interesting.
Well, and speaking of because the Virgo you brought up, and I had to laugh because Judy said she's cleaned out 3 closets already. So
I cleaned out Sam's room.
Yeah. So I think what I also want to say is, when we are right now, we are in that we're clearing out all those unproductive relationships because of the Libra South Node. But when the South Node is in Virgo, that is when we should be releasing all that self-critical talk of our being too hard on ourselves and moving more into that spiritual level. And then you can balance out the energy of being like, how they say, that spiritual warrior energy, I think is how MJ calls it, where you have Virgo with knowing the details of things and knowing how to organize things, and then bringing that Pisces and actually Saturn energy into the mix and really making things happen in your life, and getting that better connection. But it starts with getting rid of that self-critical talk and set that as a new moon intention, because that would be for people who are really they're so hard on themselves. And the new moon on the 2nd of September is at 11 degrees. And I just love the degrees that it's at, the 11 degrees, 1104. So for me, that is a huge message of saying, you don't need to be so tough on yourself. Use this energy of Uranus doing lots of energy for us, and put that into, as people are doing right now. And we're getting the urge, because naturally that's what's going to occur to us, of organizing, cleaning, getting rid of stuff. And we do need to get rid of stuff. There's too much stuff. But that's what just that kind of energy going out. So everybody, give yourself a little grace, because the energy is just a little bit insane right now, and will be for a little while. The energy might smooth out, but things are still going to be strange, because we are going to be getting a lot of truths, both to ourselves and out there. And I'm at the point in my life, like, I don't know if I might get surprised, but it's like, I'm not going to get surprised just because I'm expecting anything. It's just like, okay, Uranus, bring it. What do you got? What do you got to show me? And when you learn to work with the Uranus energy, and you don't expect, oh no, this is going to be a bad thing. No, it's not really. I've learned to work with Uranus, and it's like, oh, well, this is interesting. Okay, we're going to go with it. And it's so much easier when you do it that way. It truly, truly is. So I will let us go ahead and start getting the readings going. I'm sorry, I was like spouting astrology, but there's so much going on in the next bit here.
Very important too. I went over the last full moon. That moment, I believe, is when my friend passed, with all of this energy and all of that.
Mm-hmm. That Aquarius full moon was a doozy.
Not to be sound callous or anything, but I'm rolling with it. I'm just rolling with it.
You have to.
Angie, are you able to see the chat, so you might be able to grab somebody?
Well, I was going to start us off with our, I just on the split, I don't know if you saw my jaw drop, but I was like, okay, cool. There we go. The freedom card. So a lot of times if I'm in a hurry, or if I'm just getting
real quick, before you get on a roll, let me tell Sri is going to pull when we get started here for Surreal Start. We're going to start pulling for you guys. We see your questions.
I think Suri's still trying to decide who she's going to pull for.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry to interrupt then. Jen, I'm going to let you handle that. Okay, go, Angie, go.
Thank you. So when I'm doing just a quickie, you can read just the splits, right? For those quick little messages for yourself. I don't know if anybody else does that, but like if you're just shuffling through, you're just checking out the splits, it's the surface energy. So the last card that we got for our environment when we met on Friday night, is what's coming in, is what's the energy currently, and what's being pushed out of us, freedom, which is actually the energy of today, the path of freedom, because we have another 888 day. So that portal energy, we have 826, a 2 and a 6 is 8, of course, and then the year is an 8. We are also at the halfway point of our descent down the bottom of the rope to the bottom of the roller coaster. Today is the halfway mark of the third quarter moon. We are in 3 degrees, 38 minutes Gemini. So all the talk about realization of self, the communication, right? That is all going to be coming into play. Our curiosity, kind of just allow yourself to be curious. The opposing energy to that Gemini would be that Sagittarius. And with the minutes being at 3:38, that's a 68, which is a 14, the temperance energy. So just kind of give, like they said, give some people some leeway today. Take a step back from what they say. Just kind of go, okay, we're just observe. and take it in. We're just collecting data. So I kind of see that as how we can separate ourselves from anything. Anybody else that's not surfing above the energy, they're kind of getting pulled by the undertow. Honor your own limits. Notice what you want to release today. So third quarter moon's about, are we going to stick with the plan, or are we going to move forward into something else? This is the alteration time whenever it's a first and third quarter. And then also it's, we're at 270 degrees from the sun. So that's that hermit energy, self, where's our path been so far? And what's the message? Anytime there is a conflict coming in, look at the bigger picture of that, especially in Gemini. Just be curious. Just go, it's just a energy. So I love that there's this dragonfly here, been seeing those a lot. And that's where we're moving forward into. So I just want to get us a real quick blurb on the freedom. That's a 27. So that would be spiritually protected. And 25. I love that evolution came up again with the DNA strands. 25. Okay. Living the life you love. Liberation as a shift in perspective. The many facets of freedom. Inviting enjoyment and inspiration into your life. We do have Venus and Virgo still. Discovering what freedom means to you. Overcoming limitations. Unbound creative expressions, and choices over obligations. So limitation is a state of mind. A shift of perspective can bring a sense of lightness and choice. Consider what freedom looks like to you in the bigger picture of your life. If you're feeling stifled, then that's a sign it's time for a change. It might be time to clean out our internal closets, like we were saying, as well as external closets. Any pleasurable moments or practices that cultivate great and freedom just in the day-to-day. So Sari talked about the solar plexus chakra. That is our joy, right? If it brings you joy to clean out that closet, clean it out. I'm sure you felt so much better after doing that. It's like checking the boxes. Virgo energy loves to check our boxes, right? If you feel ungrounded and lost, anyone, adding some structure to your world to optimize your freedom. And it is on page 71, which is another 8. So think about that. She focused on the gold, adding gold into our light today, which that 888 energy, that gold on the ceiling comes back. So I was smiling when she was talking about, I was seeing the gold flickers just come down like confetti in our meditation. So that was really, really cool. I definitely feel a shift in the heaviness, right? I don't know if you guys do or not, but it feels less heavy than it has felt in a while for me. So just again, halfway down that point of our roller coaster, we're readjusting. Are we going to stick with this old plan, or are we tweaking and adjusting to move to the new? And things we may not want to let go of, but it's the aha moment of that sword of truth, right? That Gemini sword energy of it might be time to cut. It's kind of the cut time. We get to love all the players, but there has to be a point at where cuts need to be made, right? That might just be me watching the Bears preseason on the teams. That's super fun to watch. And it's like, oh, you don't want anybody to go, but only so many can stay for the journey, right? So I hope that is a little message of encouragement to everybody today, and I'll let everybody else get started with personal readings.
Okay. I'm going to take Shannon. Shannon, you had a question about guidance regarding this limbo or void that would be greatly appreciated. So I pulled some oracle cards and a few tarot cards as Angie was talking, just to see what Spirit's guidance was for you. Happy Monday. Dawn, I want to go back to something you said about giving yourself grace. I did a video yesterday on forgiveness, and I said something like #onlyhuman. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves that we are only human and we're doing the best with what we have. So when you find yourself in a situation where something doesn't work out, or you mess up, or things don't go as planned, say to yourself, #I'm only human. And it really helps me give myself grace. And so that was kind of what was on my mind this morning. But Shannon, all right, so your first card is an angel card 1144. Okay, so if I'm doing the Angie thing, I've got two ones and 2 4s. And so these are obviously very angelic numbers. If you're seeing 1111 or 44 4, these are angelic numbers. But this is called high vibes, divine intervention, prosperity, big ventures, fated events, faith, purpose, and higher calling. Love or other happiness lurks around the corner. It will be something much better than in your wildest dreams. A rare opportunity, an exciting encounter with like-minded people will exceed your expectations. So you mentioned the word void, and I think we had a quick conversation about this a couple of weeks ago. You know, the void means different things to different people, and the void can be nothing, and the void can be everything. So sometimes being in the void or in limbo can be quite uncomfortable, but sometimes in that is the breakthrough of getting to the other side of a huge expansion in your journey. So if anyone is experiencing that feeling of discomfort, you're not exactly sure what's coming with the energy, and you haven't seen the other side or the breakthrough, I think this is giving anyone courage, but also, Shannon, for you, courage to keep the faith, because you're high vibing. And if you see these numbers repeating themselves, it is your sign that you are absolutely on the right track. So a couple of messages, and this is from the angel guide, and this is healing energy. Angels are enveloping you in healing energy at this time. They are swirling around you, filling your body, mind, and soul with soothing and peaceful light. They're guiding you to receive this healing energy and allowing your body to return to its natural state of goodness. Healing angels are placing their hands on you so that they can address anything that's concerning you. Know that the miracles you are seeking are unfolding before you. You are blessed to receive this card today because the energy that it brings will mend any breakages, wounds, or emotionally raw situations that might trouble your heart. Wow. Okay. And the last one is from the Oracle of the Sea. And this one is a beautiful message. It's called Free. May your soul sing freely. And the message is to swim from ocean to ocean, to follow your own currents and rest in the tides. To possess time is to fully appreciate the privilege of being at liberty to choose. The sea attests to your light to control your own destiny, even in a world where you may feel like you have little influence. May your life be your own. May you trust your capacity for self-reliance. May your love and your choices be limitless. May you reject control and claim freedom, exactly what Angie talked about. May your freedom in yourself liberate others around you. In the sea, all are free. Very cool message. All right, so I pulled 3 tarot cards, and so this is kind of fascinating because you didn't exactly ask this question, but there's something about love going on, girl. And so the first card I pulled was the 9 of Cups, and this is all about wish fulfillment, about what we want. And sometimes this is a card about prioritizing our own happiness to the exception of others. So if you're in limbo, Shannon, around a relationship, or whether it's I'm in service to them or in service to myself, what is driving you around seeking your own fulfillment, filling your own cup and your wishes moving forward? And the 6 of Cups came out with it. So there may be someone in coming back around. And Dawn, I think we're still technically in the Mercury retrograde. So yeah. Oh, you're on mute.
Shadow. It went direct today.
Yeah, it went direct. Okay.
But
we still have
shadow though. Definitely
so
shadow. Long shadow.
You may be hearing from someone that's coming back around from your past. And I love the depiction of the lab there. I just got a new lab over the weekend, and at midnight last night, she was up looking above us and just looking around. And I swear she was looking at angels. I think she can see them. But anyway, this is a beautiful cup of nostalgia, but it represents oftentimes people from our past lives coming back around, because there's some sort of communication. Oh, that's backwards. Guys, it's just now light here, so I'm a little wonky this morning.
And you have a puppy. You didn't tell
I didn't sleep last night. 8 of Wands. So there's some sort of communication coming. Now, you've got this great high vibe energy, 1144. You've got healing energy coming to you, and you are celebrating your freedom to be free, to be the soul that you came to be. So the choices around love and whatever is coming, even though you're still in this limbo period, you're about ready to get some sort of communication from someone that suggests they might be aligned with your wish fulfillment of what you want for the future. All right, those are Shannon's messages, and have a happy Monday.
Yay.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I want that reading on a Monday morning.
I know.
That was a good one.
I was thinking the same thing, Marsha. She's talking to everybody, right?
I'll claim it too. No, we won't. Okay, so I saw a question from Natisha, and I think I've seen Natisha on the channel a time or two, and she had mentioned that someone had reached out to her. Had gotten a call from somebody and wanted some guidance on that. So I just picked up one deck, and the first card that fell out came out in reverse, and it was 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So I was like, ooh, okay. Is that, was there lack of focus? Somebody wasn't motivated to work on the relationship at some point. What's that about? So I was just going to pull one card, but it was so intriguing the way it came out. I was like, okay, Spirit, let me hear about Natisha's energy. Natisha, my sweet girl, Ace of Cups clarified by the Fool and 6 of Pentacles. So certainly you are ready to share some love, start a brand new course that is balanced for everyone. When I asked about the person who contacted you, they've got some Tower energy clarified by the World card and 8 of Swords. So I don't know. I'm sorry, Queen of Swords. I don't know if you are the Queen of Swords, if you had spoken some truth that blew up their reality, or if this is something else that's happened in their life that has caused them to contact you, but they've had a recent, very big shift, moving into some brand new energy. And it was clear, right? There was no mincing words in how that went down. So at that point, I stopped. I pulled some quick sacred symbol oracle cards. I was like, give me 3 for each of you. Natisha, past life, time in a bottle, and knowledge. So this relationship could be, it feels like something of a past life soulmate type connection. And you've got High Priestess coming up later in the reading, which tells me you know that already. The energy that came up for the person that contacted you is divine masculine, growth, and stormy. So if you feel like this is a divine masculine to you, they have had some growth after a stormy moment or are growing from this stormy moment. So then I was like, okay, let's get down to the gist of some advice for her, and we're going to move on. But I was like, okay, clarify this 8 of Pentacles for me and like lay out where this is headed. We've got King of Swords and King of Cups. So clear about love intentions, I see. And I don't, this to me is masculine, feminine energy, showing up both as masculine, right? People who can take charge, but coming together and it worries you. It's got you up at night and in your head about the outcome. And when I ask about outcome, we get, oh, wait for it. So 10 of Cups, Temperance, 4 of Wands. So certainly feels like it could be some divine connection between you two. Archangels, 10 of Cups and 4 of Wands. Doesn't get any more divine and connection and love on that. So just underneath, what you need to know is that I see that it left you battered. Okay. It was troublesome. But again, you've come in as High Priestess. I think you're willing to work on it. But right now, the advice is to take this time in the Hermit season. Okay. And really drop into your heart and ask your heart what it wants. Okay. Because that's your true guidance. Okay. If your heart leaps at it and you feel like you want to take another go at it after a little bit more period of reflection, then I say go for it, because tarot indicates that, I mean, it's stormy. I think not all, that's not true, but a lot of divine connections, you know, the jostling, the working out, all of those things, but could be some good news, my love. Okay, who's up next?
Okay, I'm going to be,
there goes John.
yeah, I'm going to be reading for Siobhan. I actually had pulled some cards, and then as I was pulling cards, I really got the message that this is for more than just Siobhan. And it kind of ties in what Siri had talked about in Siri, had talked about in my brain. It talked about, so I want to start with the card that jumped out was this one. You are perfectly imperfect. And this, I mean, it so ties into about giving ourselves grace and being too self-critical. And Siobhan, I feel this is you. It was just like, this definitely said you, that you are too hard on yourself, and your angels and guides, because you would ask about angels and guides. They want you to know that they think you're perfect. Honestly, they're just like, nothing wrong with her. She needs to believe that. And then these cards came out on their own. So I didn't pull them. They jumped. Divine Dragon. And it was interesting because I did accidentally stumble across a video this morning of someone talking about dragons and the different colors and calling your dragons in. And the dragon chooses you. So I would say use that energy of protection and bravery, and know that this divine dragon doesn't expect any perfection out of you. It's like, that's my person, right? That's my person. That's the energy that I really, really want to be around. So the divine dragon. And then your greatest joy pollinates the world. You are too hard on yourself. If you would just let your love and energy just flow out of you more, it would benefit so many people. It would benefit so many people around you. And I think that's true of so many people here, that it's a level of us kind of being that kind of beacon of light for people around them, so that we hold that energy in a safe place for people. I think that is very important energy that we're having. I also want to show you what two other things that popped out together. The 8 of Cups. This is the energy of you've learned your lessons and you're walking away and you're moving into a better place. This is also a card of ascension, but to me, it's also about let go of any of those things that don't serve you anymore. Whether it's this Libra energy of, a lot of relationships have changed, and they are meant to change because you're at a better vibration than what you were before. And other people just can't hang with that vibration. So that makes them move on to different things, right? So you are moving on, and you're actually moving on to a better tribe, right? Look at that. The Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, the energy of hanging out with your besties, the people that you know and that you trust and who have your back, and also the people that you have their back, and going out and being joyous, whether it's just going out and walking along the beach together, or sitting enjoying a cup of coffee, or just sitting outside and looking at a campfire. These are the people that you'll also get energy from. So I think I wanted to share that with everyone because, you know, I pulled the cards with you in mind, but I got so much that this energy is about everyone here. And I will pull one last card just specifically for you. And I'm going to use a completely different deck because I got told to. So let me see what one's about for you. Now, this is a tarot deck, but it's like a fairy tale tarot deck. So it's the divine, I think it's the divine tarot. Oh, you. The Eight of Wands. Messages coming in. Things are going to be happening quickly. I think you're in, I kind of feel like you're on the precipice of things really opening up for you. So don't worry about being perfect about how you do things. Just keep moving forward, get some things started, enjoy yourself with friends. And, you know, I think that when you have the energy of this Three of Cups energy, if someone invites you to go for a cup of coffee or whatever, take them up on it, because you might find out that that is one of your buddies that'll be a future buddy for you. So, you know, say yes to some of these invitations that you're going to be receiving. And I really feel that that is going to be something that is meant for you. So I hope you enjoyed what your angels and guides wanted to tell you, but the energy is really positive and uplifting, and they want you to feel that way as well. So that's it.
Love it. Very good. Love it. Love it. Hi, Gigi in the chat. I love you, baby. Okay, so Shar, are you here? Step up. Come up to the podium, Shar. I have a reading for you. I was going to do your numbers, but I never saw them. So do come back with your birth date and your twin flames birth date. Is she still here, you guys? Anyway, I used What Are They Thinking? And immediately, Shar, I got twin flame. Pretty crazy. Out came twin flame. Okay, Shar, I have questions. I want to know, did you meet this person at work? Do you have children? And you can jump in and explain why. What's going on with you guys? Because, okay, well, I did a tarot reading for you, so we'll do numerology next time, Shar. Come back. I get that. I'm honestly getting intuitively a lot of third-party energy. And Shar, I don't know if you're wanting to do some cord cutting and kind of get away from this. Because I have a sense that there's love, but if there's children involved, I feel like that's complicating everything. And the reason why I asked if you met at work is because I've got the King of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, and the Sun. Okay, so I'm like, this is a really kind of cool cat. He's probably you're getting a divorce. Okay, yeah, because look what happens. Like, you were happy. I know. I was like, what's happening? This was good. Work's good. Maybe you're getting a new job too. But when it comes to love and stuff, oh my God, you're so confused. Oh, oh, wow, this is getting intense. So you are twin flames. There is a lot of cord cutting. I want you guys to have good conversations if kids are involved. Do all those deep conversations. That's why Gigi and I, who's in the chat, created What Are They Thinking? Okay. And don't go away, because I got a crystal wisdom healing. But girl, right in the center of this, if I can say girl, sweetheart, judgment. It's a 20, but I'm going to bring that down to 2 about, you know, twin flame, 2 of cups sort of thing. There's a lot of karma coming in here. Yeah, but even when they're adults, it still matters. They still have a lot of opinions. So just a intuitive ding on that. This judgment, though, is a lot to do with Pluto. And just keep that in mind. It's, uncovering a lot. And again, I want you guys to dig deep in your conversations. I wondered where this Capricorn sort of devil energy, no offense to Capricorns, but it's just like a releasing. Yeah, okay. All of that comes with these divorce scenarios and trying to, in the future, slowly. There's a lot of pentacles here. Go slow. Oh, Shar, no. Come back, step off, come away from the edge, come away from the edge. I really think you are cutting free a lot of chains. And the way I see it, you both are, if you want to put it that way. So I've got the 4 of Cups and the 4 swords in reverse. Like, everybody needs to take a hot minute, take a break, take a rest. Don't feel stuck. Don't feel like I'm so stuck, I'm going to throw myself over the cliff. There is a lot of cooperation coming in, okay? A lot of third-party energy, for God's sakes, but it's going to work out. Because what I did get when I clarified, and I'm going as quick as you can, I know I'm the one that said don't pull 20,000 cards, and here I am. There are small victories coming in for you, Shar, and just be grateful for every little step, every little conversation that you make. You are moving away from this with the 6 of Swords, but don't get too caught up in your mind trying to balance out the dualities. Like, get very heart-centered about it and find reasons to be grateful. Find reasons to go out and be with your friends as you go through these changes. Find small ways to celebrate little victories. And then lastly, this lapis lazuli. And I'll just tell you really quickly, this is about heavenly wisdom. So divine source in the universe and your ancestors and guardian angels are all asking you to really tap into your heart-centered higher consciousness. This is really focusing on you, to work with your dreams and journey inward to find deeper insights. Again, Pluto's calling you, like, go deep and let's work through all the issues. So you do have a lot to be grateful for. And I want you to understand that enlightenment is within your grasp. Enhanced perception shows what operates beneath. Study or research is needed. Yours is the gift of true friendship. Protect yourself. Protect yourself as you go through this. I think people are wanting more from you than friendship. And I would take your time as you go through these changes and keep good, close friends around you and just really do a lot of healing work yourself and understand this last thing about I love you, but not the children. Sounds pretty intense, but it's just a ding to me that you guys really got to talk about all that. And you are so welcome. Come back with your numbers next time and I'll tell you more. Okay. Whew. Sorry, guys. I was long-winded. Jen's up.
All right. And she did add her numbers in the chat if you want to jot them down for the next time.
Sure. Okay.
Let's see. I pulled for, let's see, where are you at? Big Jazz. So you had an interesting request. And so I went ahead and pulled cards. And the first card that I got, I pulled it from, let's see, where's it at? The Angel Guide Oracle. And so the first card I got was Sacred Plan. And so I was instantly reminded of the angel message that I did last week. I mean, this is just like right in line with exactly what I had said there. So the message for the chosen ones, which for me, that just says the light workers, is that there is a divine plan. No matter what it feels like in the 3D right now, there is a plan a higher level plan in place that, you know, is playing out. And so like we just have a lot of old systems that like the negative is really being shined out, like the light is shining on all of the negative right now so that we can see it and finally start doing something about it, so that we can start bringing change to all of these old structures and bring in the new structures. So I pulled with the Divine Masters, and we have a message from Isis. And so on the card, it says, reclaiming magic, call back your power and what is rightfully yours. It's time to be your whole self. The parts of yourself that have had to be left behind are now ready to return. It's time to stop playing small and to step back into your greatness. If you feel something or someone has pushed you away from your most authentic self, the power of magic is guiding you to take the reins back into your own hands. Don't let anyone or anything stop you from being who you were born to be. Let your voice be heard. Let your gifts be seen. Let your power be revealed. If you feel that you have lost or forgotten parts of yourself due to situations beyond your control, know that these fragments are not lost, but waiting to be reclaimed. Call back all the fragments of your innocence, gifts, talents, vulnerability, heart, and anything else that might be out there in the universe. This is a powerful moment of spiritual awakening, and the world is here to be your witness. Welcome home to yourself. And so another part of that angel message was that a lot of magic is going to become more like commonplace. It's not going to seem so magical because we're all going to have all of these gifts opening up to us and available to us. I pulled from the Light Seers Tarot. And so our challenge right now is to stay in our heart space. We have the Ace of Cups, and it's just being in that open heart space, moving in love, stay looking at everything from that vibration of that light. I'm sorry, looking at everything from that higher vibration of love and filtering everything, you know, through the heart. And the reason why we need to do that is so that we can stay connected, so that we can have this expanded consciousness and awareness, so that we can ascend. And so the overall guidance here was the Four of Wands. And it's just to, again, stay in that higher vibration state. This is about celebration. And it's like for the long term, and like seeing it for the long term. And I think that that's another part that I'm getting is like right here in the present shouldn't be like where the focus is. Okay. What's happening right now isn't proof of what is like what the future is going to be. I don't know if I'm saying this correctly. I feel like right now we're all scared at what we're seeing in the present. And we have to be careful about the stories that we're telling ourselves about what we're seeing right here, because it's really, this is what's needed to get us to that better place that we're trying to get to. Okay. Did I make sense? Okay. All right. So Angie, we're going to move on to you.
Okay, I don't know if you saw me grinning ear to ear, but I got outcome in the environment here with Four of Wands too there, Jen. And then also I was kind of giggling here. I'm glad I have my mute on because you were talking about the integration. And our first card out here, as far as the viewer who this reading is about, we've got Temperance, which I mentioned at the top of the reading with the degrees in Gemini, adding up to 14, being that Temperance energy. And here it is, first card out. And I wanted to, not only that, the card that flew out of the deck, this is the Lover's Path Oracle. Today is the day of the lovers. It's a 6th day. So we're seeing those cards come out. We see the Four of Wands come out. This is the Strength card. So it is an 888. 3 8s are 24, which is a 6. Okay. So here's our strength. And this deck is all about the major arcana, is all about the love stories between the two historical figures. So I just wanted to give you a little bit of a different take. They're very short. So as far as the strength card, this is Brunhilde and Siegfried. And the traditional card, of course, would be the Strength card because it's an 8. It is the Valkyr Brunhilde was the favorite child of her father Wotan, divine ruler of the gods and goddesses. Brunhilde angered Wotan by betraying him when she was moved by mortal Sigmund's story of love. For the first time, she understood the power of love, which made her strong enough to go against her father's will. She agreed to help Sigmund, though Wotan had ordered her not to. This led to Brunhilde finding her own true love with Siegfried, the son of Sigmund. So this is about going against the grain, seeing things maybe as scary, but still moving forward anyway towards your true path. And then the bottom of the deck, we had 14 again. So 2 separate decks, and this deck, they call it balance. So it is Venus and Vulcan. So just to give you a little short story on the environmental energy, which again we're seeing with the third quarter moon, traditionally that would be the Temperance card. And Venus was first worshipped as a nature goddess associated with the arrival of spring, only later gaining notoriety for her sensual exploits. To balance her exuberance, the god wed her to Vulcan, the lame god of the forge. Venus did not appreciate her husband's skillful craftsmanship, and she did not hesitate to share her affections with others. Despite this, Venus and Vulcan's marriage endured. Each was necessary for the other, as opposites often are. So this mirror reflection, right? The last 16 years of this big, huge lesson in Capricorn, whatever that started for you, whatever 29 degrees Capricorn sits in for your house, that's what's being transformed here through November. This card is all about the balance between opposites, union of the conscious and the unconscious aspects, bringing what was hidden into the forefront. And I think everybody kind of touched on that today, is what I was hearing from the themes of everybody's cards that were pulled. The situation, more sixes, 6 of swords. The opportunity here is to Stella getting her groove back, confidence increasing, creativity. So Aries and also Scorpio energy, because they did share Mars there. In the past, a King of Cups. So maybe there has been devastation all around you. If you can see, everything is just desolated, guys. But this King of Cups is still hanging on to their heart. Okay, they still know where their heart lies. Center of the reading, we are in Virgo times here. This is the Hermit energy, the violet flame that came up last Monday for us here for my 2-week prediction. This is where we are right now. That 52 card of the violet flame. I will be the flame. She's got a violet dress on, and that is the timing here that was put up. And then somebody else got this too. 8 of Cups, walking away from the familiar tributaries that only led you back to the same lake over and over. We're looking for the ocean this time. We're going for the ocean of the feelings, especially bookending the King of Cups. In the past, opportunities that were presented were maybe not taken. Time, energy, money, resources, maybe we turn those down. What Spirit wants us to know is get the frick out of our heads, guys. We got to stop ruminating, because what this character doesn't see, there's this person laying across their lap. There's these memories that you just can't get let go of, right? But once this person, when they finally see and they look up, they'll notice that this is actually a map out of the prison. Okay, so information is there. Spirit is trying to get you to look at that. The map is you. The map is inside you here. And then what is on the outcome? 7 of Pentacles, but it's lucky. She is covered in 4-leaf clovers. Her head is the music box dancer, something that is turned around and around and around over time is getting ready to come into fruition. And what is that? Oh, just the lovers. Just the lovers. He is opening up his, showing the cards underneath his vest. Yes, vest, not chest. The cards underneath his vest. And then here is the female opening up her intuition, her insights, her feelings, her emotions. That's all the cycles of the moon there underneath her. We do have Mercury going direct on Wednesday, but like Liz said, we're in the shadow aspect of that. It's coming up here Wednesday. And what's the center of that story is seeing the masks. She's looking directly down at masks here of the past, and that is coming to a successful completion. Above her head are the chess pieces of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The earth and the moon are lined up. Okay. And then finally, what is also over is 10 of Swords. 9 is the end of it. Okay, we had the 9 swords. What Spirit wants you to know, this heartache is over. The 10 of Swords is that resurrection coming up out of the body, the spirit and the energy of that lesson. Is time to move towards the sun because it is coming. You already know it. You're already waiting for it. That ship is on the horizon and sailing. Environmental energy, guys. Judgment call, heart of the reading. 4 of Wands with the frickin' Fates card. So the 1111 card tied here and paired with the 1111. And it might be this shift in energy here. See how it looks like a female character looking onto the masculine here. So someone that is more reserved, it might be that the person who is a little more brave is the one that is approaching here. But this new start is victorious here. These are paired here in our outcome energy. So, and the overall, the first card, this card will not quit since our live last Friday, this star card energy. And on her head is a big ship, which for me is soulmate energy. And near future, King of Wands, I see it, I want it, it's mine. The action is whatever was unjust or unbalanced in the past is now getting balanced here by this fire energy coming toward us. Pretty spectacular here. This is big. There's Cerise gold. Our gold on the ceiling, the gold butterflies, that 9 of Cups opening up to happiness. And it's this shift in energy, this evolution. Evolution is change. Every Pluto's cycle is an evolution, a big, huge change of some sort, right? That's a lot of years, 16 years. I would hope that we've had personal evolutions, as has the world. So I wanted to give everybody a lover's reading today, since it was the energy of the lovers. We had a lot of questions about love, and I hope that feels good for everyone. This feels amazing. I mean, temperance is hard. But you're doing the work. It's about putting our own pieces together so we can find peace. The divine feminine here is like one piece away, but once you're put yourself together, then our energy helps put the masculine's pieces together, right? We get to help them with our puzzle pieces, just with our energy shift of our own. I hope I said that okay.
So it was beautiful. Very well received too. Very well received. Shar, if you're still here, I want to tell you something. You and your twin flame, you are so sensitive and such an empath. You guys are both very intuitive too. He has a lot of strong rulership energy, Shar. So just don't let him walk all over you, okay? The other thing I want to tell you, you are in a life path year too, where you're really reflecting on a lot of stuff. There was something important I wanted to tell you. You may feel misunderstood and disconnected right now. So be sure to communicate with people you feel safe with those, your close friends, and just keep the conversations going. Now, your twin flame is in a year path 3. So you guys are just kind of a click off where he's ready for expansion, and he does have a lot of emperor energy in him, a lot of that King of Pentacles I asked about. So he's like, yeah, I'm getting divorced and marching on and growing and expanding. And that does mean he will have opportunities for new relationships, as both of you will. Just wanted to throw that in there real quick, and come back, Shar. We'll talk more about your numbers. So you guys, we do have to go now. These beautiful women have lives, and somebody has a puppy that didn't send me a picture. But anyway, I just love it. Okay, so I want to
and she's snoring right by my desk here. It's hilarious.
oh, puppy snores. I'm in love already. And Dawn has a grandbaby. We just kind of geek out on the babies. Okay, you guys, though, I do want to thank you all in the chat always for your support. We're growing. We're working so hard, and we just really, really, really love doing this for you all. Gigi, you have a great day. You better call me later. Also, just subscribing, commenting, liking, like inviting new people to watch us would be really great. We will be here again Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Thank you all for more of the same. And we will be planning a special event for September. I'm sure it'll be packed full of goodies for you guys. So
Super excited
as
about
we
our
go,
October that we've already been discussing.
yeah, really, we've got September, October,
Yeah, we've
November,
been planning
December.
out for the rest of the year. We've got some fun stuff.
Yeah. So thank you all again. I just want to quickly take a deep breath and invoke our ancestors, our angel guides, our higher consciousness, our self-love. I want to call in our archangels, divine source, for the most love and protection, understanding, compassion, boundaries, and graciousness, good communication, and lots of love as we go through this week. Thank you all for being here, and thank you so much to this team at The Spiritual View. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you guys. Thank you. Peace.